English Medium Accounting 2028. Advanced level. Ruwan Weerage, one of the leading online accounting classes in Sri Lanka. Complete study materials delivered straight to your doorstep. Registrations are now open. Join our online classes at www.accz.lk and physical classes at Shakthi Bambalapitiya, London Bridge Kandy, Maxicon, Kiribathgoda, Sensip, Kurunegala.
Mainly for new students, the last week I think we have delivered some few tudes, right? Tudes pack. So next during within next 2 days we will deliver for new students, right, who registers later, like after the first opening seminar. First registered to China Tuesday deliver, but today you can manage, right? So mainly you have to manage, or you have to keep these things, right? Please keep pens with 3 colors, right? Black color pen, blue color pen, and red color pen. And also, right, sounds okay neither, right? Anything here, no? Right, red color pens. And also you have to maintain keep pencil or basic things, pencil and eraser, and also ruler, right? Ruler and a highlighter. And also especially my calculator, right? Calculator. Understand the calculator, right? I'll send the calculator list. There's a approved list of calculators, right? That is approved, allowed by the government actually, right? There's this list, so I will send them. So try to purchase one of them so you can use it, use the calculator for the exam, exam, right? Accounting paper. Understand the right? So right, what again? Who got the tudes now? Do you have the printed tudes? We delivered the tude pack actually, right? There are two introduction tude, and also notebook, and also study plan, and also papers, right? Paper introduction unit paper, right? Hamulla Makenban, raise your hand. Actually, you can't use a scientific calculator, right, for the yellow paper. But if you can use it now, right? But later you have to purchase a small one like an Atlas. There's Atlas calculators, that is enough, right? That's the allowed one. I'll send the scientific means like double AT calculators, chartered exams calculators. You can use actually. Sometimes they want it, those won't be allowed for the exam. Clear? Right. Okay. So so today we are going to learn my introduction part. So if you don't have the tunes, please refer the PDF and also write down the notes in your book, CR book, right? Then after receive the videos, you can complete the notes. Understand the so this month actually free, right? Free, without any charges we will do. Actually, I'm not going to do the classes 2 hours now with this month, around 1 and 30 minutes. Clear? So next mainly today I will discuss my introduction part, definition part, and also I will do some calculation relating to all levels. Understand the relating to all levels, right? Hurry. Right, can you tell me the who can't understand Sinhala, right? So then I can explain them all the things in English, right? We are going to learn about my businesses, right? We are going to learn about business, right? Mainly businesses. So let's think there's a business, right? This is the business. Right, this is the business. Clear? So then let's think regarding your all results, right? About your all results, your mother, father, your brothers, sisters, right, siblings, and also your grandmother, grandfather, your relatives are worried about your all result, and also your neighbors, right, villagers, school friends, school teachers, tuition classes teachers, right? There are so many parties who are interested about your all the result. Clear? And like that, Lamai, there are some parties who are interested about the businesses. Can you tell me who are the parties worry about the business activities? Right? Can you tell me who are the parties? Then if you have learned all commerce, you already know these things. Clear? So can you tell me who are the parties worry about the business activities? Mainly, who are the parties? Right? Yes, actually there are two types of parties, mainly business internal parties as well as external parties. Then in your home, who are the internal parties? Parents, right, siblings, and your relatives, like that. They are like internal parties, mainly owners. Owners, then what else? Managers, and also uh, employees. There are a few parties worry about all our business activities. Clear? Then we can understand them like as internal parties, right? We call them internal parties, right? So who are the external parties then? Well, there are two types of parties: internal parties and external parties. Can you tell me who are the external parties outside the business? Right. Always when I try to chat with me, then you can like this, like you can identify the class like individual class, right? Government, government worry about the business quality of the product, prices, prices of the products, right? Then what else? Suppliers. Then suppliers, then customers, right? Government. What else? Customers, general public, right? The society. Then what the other external parties? Yeah, general public, right? Society, the society peoples, general publics. So then what else? Contractors. Yes, the contractors means like when they're listing in small businesses, there's normally owner, but in big companies like this thing, we are the Coca-Cola company. Then there are so many investors. They invest the cashes, right, from the outside the business actually, right? Foreign investors, local investors. There are like investors, right? Investors, right? There's a special term like we call them shareholders, right? I'll explain like this one. Shareholders means like same as investors, right? Keep in mind like that. Trade unions, yes, trade unions means like employees, right? Banks, the financial institutions, banks. Then when obtain loans from banks, they will worry about the repayment, right? Recoverability of the bank loans, banks, right? There are so many parties, right? Banks, and also competitors, clear? Competitors. There are so many parties worry about the business activities. Why they worry? Actually, why they interest about the business? To take what? What do you think? Then about your all your research, your parents will interesting. And after all your research, they will take a what? What they are going to do? Why they have to worry? Right? Mainly internal parties and external parties will take what? Decisions about the business. Decisions. Then after all your research, your parents will take a decisions. take a decision. Whether you are going to do commerce, art, maths, or bio, or you are going to do a degree, private degree, or you are going to do right whatever. Clear? Therefore, what we have to provide then your all results lamai the definite information. Therefore, here also to take decisions for these parties, business has to provide what? Business has to provide definitely what? They has to provide information. Clear? Information. Clear? Information. Right. Right. Yes. Information. Right. Then they will take decisions. So can you tell me what are the decisions made by owners? Anyone can tell me what are the decisions made by owners? I'm not going to write. Right. Just tell me what are the decisions made by owners simply. Right. Owner has invested cashes, then they will worry about what? Return, right? Profits. Clear, right? Then managers will managers are the parties who are going to plan, going to make future plans, right? Because they know the day-to-day activities. Clear, they are going to they will prepare future plans actually. Then employees worry about salary increment, right? Security of the jobs, right? There are so many reasons, right? So then we are going to learn definition of the accounting. So your definition now is starting from like this, right? Definition now is starting from like this. You have to say there's a process actually, yeah? Process of providing. Clear? You have to start like this. So anyone can tell me that there are so many parties who are using the accounting information. What is the special term? Right? Can you tell me if you have learned all over commerce? Right? Tell me. Then don't worry about if you haven't done all commerce. Right? We are going to learn. So can you tell me special term for these parties? Right? We call them interested parties. Clear? The interested parties on a special term. Interest parties. Clear? The interested parties. So sometimes we call stakeholders. Clear? The interested parties and stakeholders, both same. What is meaning stakeholders or interested parties? Parties who are using accounting informations to take what? Decisions. Understand the right? So now Lamai, this is the definition, right? There are 4 keywords. Starting from process of providing what? Information. On a number 1, information regarding what? Regarding businesses for stakeholders to take what? To take decisions, right? Can you say it, right? On a definition, process of providing what? Information regarding businesses for stakeholders to take what? Decisions. That is the definition. Clear? So you can make the definition including keywords, right? Understand the right? Don't write but again understood up here, right? On a definition. So now I'm going to write like 2 information, right? On a look at the board, not yet complete. Information number 1. Information number 1. Business has located center of the town. On a first information, business has located center of the town. Town එක මැද්දේ තමයි business එක තියෙන්නේ. Right? Second one, information number 2. Business has 100,000 profit. Business has earned 100,000 profit for the year. Right. There are 2 types of information. Right. Can you tell me which one is able to measure the monetary value? කොහොමද අපිට measure කරන්න පුළුවන්? Information number 1 or information number 2. Measure in value 5, which one? Easy ne. The center of the town, can you measure it? No, we can't measure it. So second one lama 100,000 rupee value, you can measure it. So we call them, first one lama you can measure ne. එහෙනම් අපි පළවෙනි එකට කියනවා මොකද්ද? We call it lama non financial information. measure කරන්න බෑ, cannot measure. Non financial information. Clear? Therefore second one, financial information. Understand? Finance. So I'm going to ask you correction now. Can you tell me, and our accounting my process of providing what information? Information means which one? Financial or non-financial? Which one we are going to provide now? Financial information or non-financial information? What do you think? Measure කරන්න පුළුවන් ඒවා බැරියොත් දෙන්න. Actually definitely what? Yes, financial information. Not going to provide non-financial information, right? Therefore my first one I will write down here. This is now it should be, you have to say financial information, but sometimes we can call them economic information. Clear? Economic information. Economic means same as financial. Clear? Therefore then can you say like this? Process of providing what? Financial information regarding business for stakeholders to take what? Decisions. But these decisions are based on what? Financial information. Therefore you can change here which decisions? Financial decisions. Or you can say economic decisions. Understand the can you repeat the definition again? Process of providing financial information regarding business for stakeholders to take financial decisions. Right? Understand? Right? Don't write down. Still not yet complete the definition. Hare, but again, first of all, understood the part up to now. Hare, all right. Right. So now, then I'm going to ask you a question now. Hare, so here, this is a business. This is the business. So only business is able to use accounting subject. Only business. Business වලට විතරද පුළුවන් accounting use කරන්න. Only business are able to use accounting subject, or are there any parties in addition to the business who can use accounting subject? Accounting use කරන්න පුළුවන් තව කවුරු හරි ඉන්නවද? In addition to business, what do you think? If you want, you can on your microphone and you can tell the answers. Huh? I think actually not only for businesses, right? Not only for businesses, there are different kind of parties. Like let's think in your school, have you organized commerce? No, science day, right? Science day, sport meet, and any activities, right? Outdoor events, right? Whatever, right? For any activities, like as an example, musical show, you can use some accounting subject, right? Then let's think you are going to make a film එක හදන්න යනවා. So you should have plan. So you have to budget, right? You should have a budget. So you have to use what? Accounting subject, accounting part, right? Not only for businesses, for any other activities. Or government, the Sri Lankan government, right? When they use accounting subjects, definitely use, right? We call it government accounting, right? Public accounting, again, public accounts, right? Government, right? Any other activity or any person. What is the meaning of person? Right? Mark Zuckerberg, Bill Gates, right? Wealthy persons, they will use accounting for their personal transaction, personal finance, to manage personal transactions, not for wealthy persons, right? If you want, you can use, right? You then, as an example, your mother will write daily, monthly expense and incomes. Just let's think, note down, that is accounting part. Clear? Right? Personal accounting, right? Not only for business, right? Not only for business, persons, right? Any person. clear? So government, then here government means lamai, and here government means what? Party government worry about the businesses, right? But here government use account is subject, huh? Clear? And also any activity, right? Huh? So these are the parties who are using account is subject. Clear? Then can you say here? Then what we can do? Can you say the definition? Process of providing financial information regarding business. Can you say the business? No, not only for businesses, all the parties. Therefore, I will use a special term, right? I will use a special term. We call them, right? Accounting unit, right? Accounting unit. So you have to say it now. Process of providing financial information regarding an accounting unit commonly. Accounting unit again parties who use accounting subject, right? Accounting subject, right? Can you repeat the definition again? Finally, process of providing financial information regarding an accounting unit for stakeholders to take what? Financial decisions, right? Understand this is the definition, right? So can you tell me understood the first part definition? Very easy, right? Now clear, very easy, yeah? Right. So let's complete the notes now. I think you should have the PDF, or if you don't have the PDF, Lamai, please sorry, if you don't have the printed tudes, please write down this chart in your CR book, right? And others, Lamai, if you have the tudes, look at the page number 4. Page number 4, there's a space, right? I'll show the screen. Then I will check. If you can, Lamai, can send it, type and send. If you finish, type then I can check. Write down the definition here. But however, the 4 keywords should be included. Huh? Right. Leave. Right. How did you start it? Can you send your answers? What's your name here? Yes. Process. Process of providing financial or economic information, both correct, regarding an accounting unit. Don't say business, accounting unit for interested parties or stakeholders to take financial or economic decisions. Clear? Yes. Baran, who had correct answers? Right, easy, yeah? How the net me, right? Accounting process of providing information, develop business. No, business. Hari, Himat, Hari, but correct. Don't say businesses, government activities. Just say, mention it, accounting unit. You have to mention a common word. Key term accounting unit. right? Correct, however correct, but don't say it accounting unit, right? Okay. There are 4 keywords in financial information. Interested parties to take financial decisions, keywords, right? Okay. So now, then there are my few organizations in America, right? American accounting associations. Then no need to study these things. American Institute of Certified Public Accountants. These are the 2 type of associations introduced my actually introduction, sorry, definition. Balanna, try to read the first one and identify the keywords. Are keywords hatra dina balanna. First one. Process of identifying, measuring, communicating. Students who are referring the PDF, just look at the screen. No? Communicating economic information, highlight it. And permit judgments and decisions, highlight the word decisions. And users of information. What is the meaning of users of information? Under the bracket, under the users of information, write down what? Interested parties. Interested parties. That's the meaning. Right. What is the keyword that is not mentioned here? මොකද්ද මෙතන mention කරලා නැති key term එක කියන්න බලන්න. What? There are 4 key terms නේ. Account. මොකද්ද? Yeah. Which one is not mentioned here? No. What's the key term? එකක් මෙෂර් කරලා නැහැ. There are 4 key terms නේ. Account unit, financial information, interested parties and financial decisions නේ. And here 3 terms, right? However, key terms say economic accounting unit නේද? Accounting unit කියන එක දීලා නැහැ. Write down here. Here tute නැතිව නිකන් බලා ගන්න. Here not mention about an accounting unit. Therefore tute නැතිලම නිකන් බලාගෙන ඉන්න. Therefore, this is not a perfect definition. This is not a perfect definition. Why? Not mention all the key terms. Right. නිකන් බලන්න ඉන්න අනිත් අය. Right. Institutes තියනවා ලියාගන්න. හරිද? හරි නේද? Okay නේ? Read the second one. Look at the second one and try to highlight the key terms. Accounting is the art of recording, classifying, summarizing in significant manner in terms of money. Highlight the word in terms of money. What is the actual key term that we can use? In terms of money කියන එක මොකක්ද අපිට ලියන්න පුළුවන් තන? Accounting unit or what? In terms of money කියලා කියන්නේ මොකක්ද? Yeah, monetary terms. What is that? What's the key term? Relevant key term? මොකක්ද ගන්න ඕන එකට? Yes. We can write here financial information. Financial information. No, financial information. Financial information. Clear? Write down. Tips නැතිය නිකන් බලන්න ඉන්න. Transaction and events in part at least of a financial character. Highlight the word financial character. A financial character. One is the meaning financial character. A character means the parties who are using accounting subject. It can be business, government or person or any other activity. තේරෙනවද? අන්න එතන කියන්නේ මොකද? accounting unit. accounting unit එක ගැන තමයි කියන්නේ. හරිද? Parties who are using accounting subject. Right, that's all. What are the, then he only mentioned like two keywords. This is not a perfect definition definitely, but what are the other key terms not mentioned here? මෙතන දීලා නැත්තේ මොනවද? Write down under this. Here not mention about what about interested parties and what else? Decisions, neither financial decisions. Therefore, this is not a perfect definition. This is not a perfect definition. Actually, this is worse than the first one. The first take only one. Clear? Mention not only about the account unit, but here two key terms not mentioned. Right? No need to study these two now. Yeah, just mention because of the according to the teacher's guide. Teacher's guide මේක තියෙනවා දාලා ඒක වැඩන්නේ. Right. Okay. Clear? Right. Hi. On then අපි බලමු let's do. Right. Students who didn't have the tools, look at the PDF, look at the screen. Right, so we are going to do now past paper questions. Right, past papers, so everyone should send you answers. Right, 2006, what's your birth year? 2015. What's your birth year? 2020. 2009. 2009, that means before 3 years, right? අම්මගේ බඩේ ඉන්න කලින් හරිද? Previous last what කලින් ආත්මේ හරිද? Right. Okay, 2006 question asks primary objective of accounting is primary objective then recording transactions, summarizing those things also correct, but lamai the main one what providing decisions to take decisions, actually providing information. At least it should have information and decisions and stakeholders. But first two is very important. පළවෙනි දෙක තියෙනවනේ ඒක තමයි answer එක. But මේ තුනවත් තියෙනවනේ you can select the answer, right? Select the answer. Other also correct, but the best one providing information, correct decisions. Right, send the answer. Sorry. Yes, very easy. Informations for decisions making. Answer number 3. Right. On now you can do. You can obtain like 1 mark. Right. Now you can get 1%. You can take 1%. So you have to learn other things to obtain 90%. තවට ලකුණු 99 ගන්න තියෙන ඒ ලෙවල් එකේ. Clearly? හරිනේ. 2012. Try to do. Students who don't have tunes, write down the question number 2009 කියලා 6 කියලා ලියලා write down the answer 2006 answer number 3 right අනිත් අය පොතේ ලියා ගන්න හැමදාම 2012 same but information decisions තියෙනවා කියලා බලන්න which one read properly huh? Right, yes, answer number 5 name 5 huh? And fourth one lamai detailed analysis transaction managers not for managers providing information for about the entity and then here mention about the entity yeah? Don't worry normally mainly for entities are businesses entity means business for decisions making අර විදි completely වෙන්නේ නැති but however basic idea you can get answer number 5 right okay 2014 tell then now you are in primary school 2014 right preschool යන ගමන් දන්න බෑ Which of the following best describes? Right. No need to read, just look at the information decisions terms. Answer number 4 neither. Answer number 4. It provides information about the firm for decisions making by shareholders, stakeholders. Stakeholders means interested parties, right? 2019, after 10 years. After 10 years means you are in grade 5. 5 neither. Right. You are in grade 5 now. Try to do 2009 right now you are doing scholarships 2019 right what's the answer well, here now firm means now a business huh? firm entity that means business firm කියලා කියන්නේ business වලට තවත් නමක් business firm entity there are first one also correct recording transaction those are correct but the basic objective what providing information answer number what 5 answer number 5 නේද yes Hurry, last 2020 you are in grade 6 now grade 6 try to do right what information decisions answer number 4 neither yes answer number 4 answer number 4 easier clear neither right and now you can obtain 1 mark right right tell me who had correct all questions ඔක්කොම හරි කාගෙද කියනවා raise your hands right so that's enough that's the definition and we just learn now another past paper questions clear So this is introduction lesson. There are no any calculations, but can you tell me, this is very then this is first day. Sometimes you will think, so if you can't do, if you can't understand the calculation parts, you will judge the class, right? This is okay, we can't understand the sessions like that. So this is very risk to do, because but in theory physical classes I did the calculation parts, all the max part, right? All the calculations are percentages, right? Right? Are there any, can you do any calculation really in percentages? Divide by 100 into 15 like that. පුළුවන් දෝ any confusing part. දැන් මම මේක කරනවා දැන්, but if you can't understand ළමයි, don't worry. ඔයාලට සමහරට තේරුම් නැත්නම් එහෙම judge කරන්න එපා. ඒකෙන් accounts, this is not the accounting part නේ. අර then this is very boring to do නේ, like theory parts. දැන් මම චුට්ට මැදින් calculation උත් යනවා like O levels. ඒතර ඔයාලට එකපාරට තේරුම් නැති වුණොත් එහෙම වැඩි එකකින් judge කරන්න යන්න එපා account class එක. හරිද? right, එක risk එකක් පළවෙනි දවසේම අපි කරන එක. මම ඉතින් එකක් කරන්න අපි. හරිද අද? right, මට කියන්න, can you do any questions, calculation parts, percentages එනවා ඔයාලට ඕන එකක් හදන්න පුළුවන්ද කියන්නේ. right, tell me the true opinion. No, can, no, can't, sometimes correct, sometimes incorrect එහෙම තියෙනවද නැත්නම් පුළුවන්ද ඕන එක. right, send me a message, opinion. නේ all maths C එහෙම තියෙන ළමයි කියන්න පුළුවන්ද? Sometimes can't. right, others tell. right, හැමෝම එවන්න බලන්න. ඕන එකක් පුළුවන්ද එහෙම කියලා කියන. ඕන එකක් පුළුවන් වෙන්න ඕන. then you have learned mathematics from grade 1 to grade 11 නේ, at least grade 6 to 11 නේ. around 6 years 5 years නේ you have learned. but I'll give some questions. Can you do any questions? ඕන එකක් පුළුවන් වෙන්න ඕන. right, I'll do now this part. So first of all I want to tell you, if you can't understand, then you have learned some methods in all levels according to all your teachers. all කාලේ එක එක methods කරලා ඇති. then today I will teach you the percentages, calculation parts. so first thing, if you can't understand, don't worry, right? තේරුම් නැත්නම් ඒකෙන් judge කරන්න මම කරන එක තේරෙන්නේ නැහැ කියලා. this is not accounting, this is all maths part. clear? now තේරුම් නැත්නම් you can ask, right? so don't judge the accounting class, right? so ඒක තමයි මට කියන්න තියෙන්නේ. මේක මම සමහරින් කරන්න චුට්ටක් පළවෙනි දවසේම ටිකක් සමහර ළමයිට තේරෙන්නේ නැහැ. ඒක ප්‍රශ්න තියෙනවා. හරිද? right, අපි let's try to do. if you can't understand, don't worry. so without knowing these calculations, you can't do the accounting actually, right? so I'm going to be now all level maths teacher. right, write down the subtopic in your CR book: profit calculation. profit calculation. write down all level maths. right, I am your all level teacher now, right? all level maths teacher, right? maths කරන්න යන්නේ now, not accounting, all level maths, right? I'll give you 3 questions now mainly, and I'll give you the time. then I'll teach you how to do, use the colors, same colors and same thing මේ මං ලියන විදිහටම කියන විදිහටම ලියා ගන්න ඕනේ. හරිද? right, so can you tell me ළමයි how to determine the profit? what is the equation? what is the equation that we have to use to determine the price in all maths? have you learned? තියෙනවනේ. price එක determine කරන්නේ කොහොමද? cost, no, that is profit නේ. profit, income minus expense, profit, as price. okay? cost plus, write down the equation. cost එකට profit එක එකතු කරගෙන ඒක කරනවානේ. cost plus profit equals price. clear? okay නේ. write down the equation. තිබ්බනේ මේක all levels වල. tell me, have you learned this one? තිබ්බනේ. right, again I'm going to teach you again. percentages. right, question number 1. cost 500,000, profit 15% on cost, right? You have to calculate how much the profit and how much the price, right? Write down like this and keep spaces here. Right, number 2, price 690,000, profit on cost. You have to calculate profit and cost. I'll give you only 3 questions. Or sometimes you can do first one, but if you can't do the all 3 questions, you haven't learned properly in all the maths. I'll do only 10 questions, right? 10 or 9 questions, but within 9 questions, I'll build you confidence to do any questions. Right? I'll give you around 2 minutes, 3 minutes to do the questions, right? Last one. Profit. You can use the calculator. Calculator means your mobile phone calculator you can use right? Profit lamai 60,000, profit percentage 15% on cost, right? You have to identify price of the product and cost of the product. Can you do and send me the answers? First one very easy. So you have to write down my method, right? You have to follow my method. Right, first of all, try to do first one very easy, but tell me the answer of the second and third, these unknown things. Oral maths. Right, tribute for your oral teacher. Right, try to do. Right. Okay. Hari, can no can't. Shall I do now? Right, I will do. Right, look at the board. Don't write down. Use the colors and write down all the things like what I write on the board. Right. Right now. First of all, then here am I percentage 15%. So what is the equations? Cost plus cost plus profit equals price. So first of all, then 15% you can write down like this, right? There's a meaning. Every percentage has meaning. 15% means 15 divided by 100. So what is the meaning of 15? What is the meaning of 100? There's a meaning, right? What is the meaning of 15? 15 when on cost, profit on what? On cost. Cost profit right? Profit on cost. That means when the cost 100, profit will be 15. Cost 100 with profit 15 rupees. When the cost 200, profit will be 30. Right. That's the one. So first of all, interpret the percentage. The meaning of this one when the cost 100%, profit will be 15%. Clear? This is the meaning, right? Percentages. Therefore, can you tell me as a percentage, what is the price? If the cost 100%, profit will be 15%. What is the price as a percentage? As a percentage, what's the price? What's the percentage? Cost 100%, profit 15. So price 115%, right? So then question says my actual amount 500 ni. 500 means my cost ni. So write down the actual amount and the related figure. Dila the cost, profit or price. That is my cost. Me write down under the cost. Therefore, please put the boxes for unknown values. Why unknown boxes they got the right. First of all, write down this one clearly. Make a liaganda and write down intermediate and arrows and 500 under cost and boxes. Clear. Write down. This is all maths. If you can't understand, don't worry. Make a theorunetta. Make a matadala gala make a right. Definitely you can understand. I'll do 9 questions. Namakara and Amimata. Right. Okay. Then I think lama you are going to divide always 100. Then all hamikam 100 to linta bedan nigi kai all right. Always lama you can divide by 100. Clear. So then here lama actual amount lama 500 ni. Then 500 related to what? Cost ni. What is the actual percentage under the cost? 500 related cost lama 100 rupees. Therefore this is the logic, right? 500,000 my actual amount divided by related percentage, right? Then somehow then divide by 150. Sometimes here, then divide by 15. So here 500 related to 100 ni. Then let's going to find the profit. Make a divide current 500%. Me write down under the profit divide by 100. Then you are going to identify the profit ni. Me hoyando onige multiply kara. Right, divide by related percentage and multiply by unknown percentage. Me multiply by 15%. This is the basic thing you have learned. No? Or they have clear. Right. Right. Divide the related actual amount by related percentage, and here to identify multiply by 15. Right. What's the answer? It should be, I think, 75,000. Here, then you can take the totals. 7, 3 zeros, 575. Right. Right. Actual amount divided by related percentage and multiply by unknown values. Right. Well, definitely this is correct. Right. Write down with colors, same colors. Right. Complete. Then I'll teach first of all. Then I'll give you another 3 questions. Try to do properly. Now, make a confusing wage වුණොත් එහෙම වැඩි හිතන්න එපා මේක all those things. Right, finish. Right. Hari හැමෝම හරිද? Right. Or you have to react lama, yeah? If you finish, or you can use raise hand, or you can chat. Send done. හරිද? නැත්තම් slow වෙන්න පුළුවන්, speed වැඩි වෙන්න පුළුවන්. හරිද? Then again lamai second one. Look at the second one. I'll write down the equation and interpret the percentage. Maybe then don't follow the old methods. Then you can't do it. Right? Therefore, forget all the things. Try to do what I taught you. Right? Price. Right. So Again, interpret the percentage, same percentage to 15%. Write me 100%. 15%. 115%. Right. කොහොම ලියාගන්නේ? ලියලා මට කියන්න actual amount related for cost, profit or price. මේ තුنين කෝකටද දීලා තියෙන්නේ කියන්න බලන්න. දැන් previous questions ලම actual value given for cost. That means 100. Now 690 means what? මොකද්ද දීලා තියෙන්නේ? මොකද්ද දීලා තියෙන්නේ? Right. So under which figure that you have to write 690. කෝක යටින් දවා ලියා ගන්න ඕනේ. It should under what? Prices නේද? Price me. ඔයා දීලා තියෙන දැන් here ළමයි corrections give cost නේ. Divide by cost me. Now actual amount given for price. Therefore write down under the price 690. So you have to identify cost and you have to identify what? Price. කොහොම ලියාගන්න? මේ විදිහටම කරන්න. දාන්න හොයන්න ඕන දෙකට box දෙකක් දාගන්න. දීලා තියෙන එකට ලියන්න. මෙතන දීලා තියෙන්නේ cost. Here. Here price. Right. Let's going to calculate now profit. Right. Let's going to calculate now profit. To calculate the profit, 690 should be divided by what? හැමෝම එවන්න බලන්න. හරි ලියා ගන්න time දෙනවා. 690 divide කරන්න ඕනේ කීයේද දැන්? මෙතන හොයන්න ඕනේ යටින් ලියන්න ලස්සනට. හරිද? ඔන්න ඕලෙල් maths හා. කියන්න බලන්න. Divide by 100. Then I told you actual amount divide by related percentage. 500 divide by 100. එහෙනම් මෙතන මේ 690 related to what? 115, 15% or 100%. ඒකට උඩ තියෙන percentage මොකද්ද? 115%. අන්න. ඒකින් තමයි බෙදන්නේ. දීලා තියෙන percentage එක මෙතන ඔය 1% තමයි හොයාගන්න ඇත්තට. නේ? Divide by 115. So you have to identify 15%. Then multiply by 15. Now use the calculator and get the answer. කැල්ලෙන් ගහලා බලන්න. කැල්ලෙන් ගහලා තව දැනගන්න බෑ. Right. What's the answer? Right. Understand? මේක තේරුම් නැත්නම් මට බයින්න බා. මේක ඕලෙල් කැල්ලක් කරද? මම මේක චුට්ටක් කියලා දෙනවා. So here how much? 600. So you can identify 90, 690. So here should be 600 cost. Cost එක හොයාගන්න. Clear? Simply මෙහෙමයි. Divide the actual amount by related percentage. අදාළගෙන් බෙදුවා. Previous cost. Here price divided by 150. Right. ලියාගන්න ලස්සනට. ඔය විදිහටම කරන්න. දැන් සමහර ළමයි බාගෙට ලියනවා. මේ arrows ගහන්නේ නැහැ නිකන්. හරි. මේ විදිහටම ලියන්න 100%, 15%, 150. Then arrows. Write down the actual amount. මේ boxes for unknown values. Right. Clear? එහෙනම් try to do the last one now. Last එක කරන්න බලන්න දැන්. හරි නේද? right. තේරෙන්නේ නැති ළමයි කියනවා අහන්න. දැන් මේක තේරෙන්නේ දැන් මේවා මම සාමාන්‍යයෙන් කරන්නේ නැහැ මුල සෙෂන්ස් වල. මොකද ළමයි තේරුම් නැති වුණොත් එහෙම නේද? මම රිස්ක් එකක් අරගෙන කියලා දෙන්නේ මේ පළවෙනි සෙෂන් එකේම. හරිද? right. First of all interpret the percentage. මේ interpret the percentage clearly. මේ මම ලස්සන ලියන්න මම පේනවා බෝඩ් එකේ ලියන විදිහ. 15%, 115%. right. Third one. හරි. හදන්න බලන්න. Third එකේ ළමයි දැන් profit නේ දීලා තියෙන්නේ. Then 60,000 should be recorded under what? The actual amount profit. First one cost, second one price, third one profit. Therefore actual amount relevant for ළමයි 15%. Therefore what is actual amount of price? What is actual amount of cost? Calculate the cost. මේක හොයන්න බලන්න. On the same theory, actual amount divided by related percent. ඒක උඩින් තියෙන percentage divide කර and multiply unknown values. හොයන්න ඕනේ multiply කර. Then here 60,000 should be divided by what? මේක divide කරන්න ඕනේ කීයෙන්? මට කියන්න බෑ. 100%, 15% no 115%. Huh? Divide by what? කීයෙන්ද divide කරන්න ඕනේ. අර හොයන එක ඇටි ලියන්න. If you want, write down here. Divide by 100%. මේ theory නැද්ද දන්නේ මේවා. 100 500 divide by 100. 690 divided by 150 make 60,000 divided by 100%, 15% no 115%. 15% නේද මේ divide by ළඟ related percentage. Clear? Right. දැන් ඔයා මෙතන හොයන්න ඕන නම් multiply by ළඟ 100. Right. Clear? තේරෙනා නේද? තේරෙන්නත් අඩි හිතන්නේවා මේක මට අදාළ පාඩට නෙවෙයි ඇත්තට. හරිද? Right. So value, what will be the value here? Is it 400,000? So here will be 460. 460, right? Correct? කාගෙද හරි? Fine. Right. අහගෙන ඉන්න තාම ඉවර නෑ. Right. These are the three. Then I think you have learned around 6 years all maths. Right. Then within 3 questions I clear the logic. Then next 3 questions try to do yourself. Definitely then if you have doubts like confusing part, definitely you can clear them again. No? Right. Complete. හරි මට කියන්න නිකන් පැහැදිලි නැත්තම් චුට්ටක් කියන්න බලන්න then I'll teach you, right? සමහර ළමයිට ගොඩාක් weak නම් ඉතින් එකපාරටම තේරුම් ගන්න බැරි වෙයි maths part, right? But don't worry. This is not accounting. දැන් මේක මට අදාළ part එක නෙවෙයි. ඔයා මේකෙන් ජජ් කරන්න යන්න මේ accounts. තේරෙයි මේ class එක හොඳයි නැද්ද කියන එක. හරිද? This is maths part නේ. Right. Right. Simply again I'll tell you the thing. Actual amount. Identify whether it's cost, profit or price. Write down that. If it is cost, divide by 100. If it is price, divide by related 115 related percentage. If it is profit, divide by profit percentage. Then multiply by unknown values. Right. Clear? හරි මම ඔන්න තව questions තුනක් දෙනවා. Then try to do yourself now. Right? You can use the calculator, mobile phone calculator today. Right? Then later you have to purchase a calculator. Clear? I'll send the approved list. There's approved list. You can purchase one of them. Right. මට කියන්නේ හැමෝම හරියද? Right. On the next. How will this now? Right. ඔන්න දැන් හදන්න හරියට I'll change the percentages here, right? Right. Question number 4. Question number 4 lamai cost 700,000 profit percentage 12% on cost. මම මේ කියලා දීපු සරන්න follow this method මේ විදිහට හදන්න. You can take time and use calculator. Write down how to calculate, then use the calculator and get the answer. Phone එකෙන් ගහලා ගන්න 12%. Then 100%, 12%, 112%. Right now here. Keep spaces to do. price. Again 12%. Wait a minute. Hmm. 896,000 price. එතකොට බලන්න 896. මේ විදිහටම හදන්න ඕනේ. Don't follow the old methods. වැරදින් ඉතින් බෑනේ හදන්න. ඉන්න මේක කරන්න. Right. Last one. Again 12%. Right. $72,000. Question number 6. Try to do. Use the calculator. Cross check set off and don't calculate like time wasting. Right. Use the calculator. Right. Mobile phone again. Right. Interpret the percentage. Then here percentage 12 divided by 100 which means profit on cost. Here 112%. 112. Try to do. Right. Then use the calculator. Don't waste time. Use mobile calculator for today. These are the percentage interpretations. Write down actual write down under the related figure. Deal thing again ලියාගෙන ඒකෙන් බෙදන්න. Right. ඔන්න හදන්න. ඔන්න ඔය වගේ පොඩි දෙයක් ලේසියෙන් තේරුම් ගන්නද? හරිද? දැන් මේවා බැරුව without knowing these things you can't do accounting actually. So that's why I'm going to teach you. Yes. Right. Send all the answers. තුනම හදන්න පටස් ගන්න. හදන විදිහ box එකකට ලියා ගන්න. හදන එකට. Yes. Use the calculator. Or don't waste to calculate yourself. Write down the how to calculate. Then use the calculator and get the answer. Right. හදන්න. දැන් බය වෙන්න එපා මේවා එකපාරටම තේරෙන්නේ නැත්නම් අපි ඒවා හදාගන්න ඕනේ ඉතින් හරිද? ඔයා ෆේල් වුණත් අවුලක් නැහැ. It's okay if you fail the mathematics. Right. Right. Others send your answers. Right. බල බල හදන්න කලින් එකත් එක්ක. Right. එවන්න බලන්න. Send your answers. Then first one lamai me. First one corrections given actual amount for 700 ni cost ni. Then write down under what? Cost. Then how to calculate 12% and 112%? Means 700 lamai divide by what? 100. divide by 100. Related percentage මේ ඒකට උඩින් තියෙන එකකින් බෙදුවා. Now you are going to identify 12%, multiply by 12. Tell me the value here. What's the value? Profit first one. 84 ne? Yes. 84. Then here 784. Right. Who had correct answers for the second? Second ne කාගේද හරි? වැරදුනාට හිතන්න එපා. Right. හරි. Good. හරි හා. Last second one. Try to do second one. හරි. දැන් මේක තේරෙන්නේ නැත්නම් එකපාරට confusing නම් ඔයා මේකෙන් judge කරන්න යන්න එපා. මගේ අපේ teaching හරිද? This is all maths නේ. Right? Accounting different, right? Second one lamai given for prices නේ. So write down under the 112. මම සාමාන්‍ය මේක කරන්නේ නැහැ ටිකක්. සමහර ළමයිට එකපාරටම නිකන් බෑ මේවා. හරිද? risk එක වැඩි විතර. ළමයි class එන්නේ ඊට පස්සේ මේව බලලා හරිද? Right? But it's boring to do theory parts. That's why I will do this one. No? Right. Then දීලා තියෙන්නේ price. Therefore divide by how much? 112%. Then 896 divide by what? 100? No, 112. Then you have to identify 12%. 12% multiply by 12. How much? Second one. Is it 96,000? Here, use the calculator and tell me here. 96,000. Yes. 96. Then cost how much? 96. Now here 800. 800, no? 800. Right. Kaged hari. Right. Try to do the proper last one. Last one. Last one lamai profit. Then write down the profit 12%. Right. Hadala again, man. වැඩි දන්න ළමයිට පටස් කරලා දන්න උලව. Now divide by what? 100%. 112, no. Divide by related percentage 12%. I am going to identify 100% now. 720 divide by 12 into 100. If you want to identify 112, multiply by 112. Right. Tell me the answer here. अंतिम देखिए देने 600. Last one 600. 600 ne? Yes. Here 672. Right. කාටද හරි ගියේ දැන් බලන්න තාම වරදිනවද? Still confusing now. Right. Who had correct answers? Simply mencharයි actual amount divided by related percentage. Right. If it is cost 100, if it is profit 12, if it is price 112, relevant percentage. Right. Right. Clear? I will do only 9 questions. I think you have learned mathematics in school and tuition classes and completed so many homework questions, right? Then attended for seminars, right? It better, right? I know, because instead of doing like questions, calculations, right? Identify how to apply it. Clear? Apply කරන්න කොහොමද කියලා ඉගෙන ගන්න ඕනේ. Then you can do any question. Right? මේව හද හද ඉන්න බෑනේ අපිට time නෑ. Right? Right? Understand? Right. Finish. Everyone finish. Right. Last 3 questions. Try to do properly and then we can finish the session. Right, on a different percentage, right? Clear නේ? I'll erase now. අන්තිම එක හරියට කරලා දාන්න. මේ විදිහටම හදන්න. Then after understand ළමයි, after expert in this one ළමයි, you no need to write down like this. මෙහෙම ලියන්න time waste ඉන්නේ. Just you can use a calculator and get the answer. That's all. Right. Here. Question number 7. Here 408%. Just 8%. No? 8%. Right now. Hurry up. Right. මට කියන්න තේරෙනවද වැඩි? මේක තේරෙන්නේ නැත්නම් මට බයින්නවා මේක. හරිද? මේ රිස්ක් එකක් කරන්නේ සාමාන්‍ය මේ එකපාරට දැන් මැස් බැරිම ළමයි හිතුව තේරෙන්නේ නැහැ. ඒතර එතන මගේ අවුලක් කියලා හිතන්න පුළුවන්. Right. Again 8%. $56,000. Yes. Last one. Right. Try to do. Oh no. Sorry. Not here. 856. Here's the 56. Huh? This is 56. 8%. Last one. I'll write down here the value. It's 972,000. Try to do within 5 minutes. The profit level interpretation 8 divided by 100. This is profit. This is cost. Cost 100%, profit 8%, price 108%. 108. Right. Clearly, current last one. Try to write down the relevant value. දීලා තියෙන එක යටින් ලියා ගන්න. මේක ලියන්න cost එක යටින්. Price is under the profit. දැන් දන්නවා හදන්න පුළුවන්. ඔච්චර තමයි only 3 scenarios. Yes. First one ළමයි cost. මේ විදිහට ලියන්න බලන්න ලස්සනට. This is price 108. This is profit. Dealer thing again, bedanda the nature. That's all. Very easy. Right. Done. Right. I'll give you 1 minute. Try to complete. Right. Maybe me first one cost ne divide by cost. 400 divide by cost 100. So you have to identify 8%. So multiply by 8. What's the value? 32,000. Profit 32. Is it 32? That's yes, 32 ne. So here 432. Are the first one okay? Are the right. Last one name middle one 108. 972. ඔහොම බෙදපුවම 1% කීයද කියලා ඉන්නේ. එකක් කීයද කියන එක තමයි එන්නේ 1%. Then multiply by මේ හොයන්න ඕනේ. දැන් මෙතන හොයන්න ඕනේ multiply 100. කියනේ. Multiply 8. This is 72. Second one 72 නේ. 72,000. 900. Here 8%. මම මෙතන හොයන්න 56,000 divided by 8 multiply by you're going to 800. The last one how much? Last one 800 700 නේ. Use the calculator. මේක කප කප හදන්න එපා roll වලගේ. Time wasting. Here 756. Then if you want to calculate here lamai me 56,000 දැන් මේක කෙලින්ම හදන්න ඕන divide by 8 multiply by 108. තේරෙනවද? හොයන්න ඕන එකේ multiply කරන්න හරි if you want. Right. Who had all correct? All the three questions are correct. තුනම හරි කාගෙද කියන්නේ? Right. Then more than when compared to the O levels, then we did only 9 questions. I think within the first 3 questions you can understand. Right. When compared to the O level things, now you have clear understanding how the questions comes. Then what are the type scenarios? There are 3 scenarios: eco cost, or price, or profit. Clear? Right. According to the scenarios, I will teach. Right. Types. Out of these, there won't be any questions. මෙතන ඉහට ඉන්නේ නැහැ කියලා එහෙම දෙනවා ඉස්සරහට scenario methods. I tell me. දැන් ඕල් කරලා තිබ්බට වඩා තේරෙනවද? නැත්නම් තිබ්බ ටික නැතිලා ගියද? කොහොමද? Right. Right. තේරෙනව නේද? Right. හරි. වැඩි තේරෙන්නේ නැත්නම් හිතන්න එපා. Watch the recording and if you can't understand forget it. Right. අමතක කරලා දාන්න. හරිද? Clear? Then let's see you can't understand. It's small confusion, right? So don't worry, forget. Right, when it comes to the accounting calculation I will teach them, right? You can understand, right, those things. Don't worry, right? Okay, I can't do accounting, right? This is not the accounting, all maths but only a small part will be checked for the annual accounts, right? So don't worry if you fail the all maths, right? Don't worry, you can get a pass. Understand the for accounting. And also then most students and parents they have like idea online classes won't effective for the A level questions, A level papers. They can't do the subject like accounting වගේ එකක් තියෙනවා. හරිද? Right, that is completely wrong because um, so I will these days ළම there are full issues නේ. මම දැක්කා there's a post in Facebook. Someone mentioned don't attend for the online classes, it won't be effective, right? We are doing paper markings, right? Paper markings කරපුවම අපිට පේන online class that is incorrect, wrong. ඒ වැරදි මත එහෙම නෑ. Right, if you can understand ළමයි, if you can focus on, right, දැන් එක එක classes වල වෙන වෙනම තියෙන්න ඕන. සමහර classes අවුල් නෑ. ඒකෙන් you can't decide all the online classes are right bad. එහෙම හිතන්න බෑ. තේරෙනවද? It depends. ඒක සර්ලා දැන් සමහර teachers ලා accounting subjects are they are doing through the what smart boards. So reality එහෙම නෑ. I will use mainly whiteboards for the calculations, right? It will easy to and I can clearly write, right? Then mage letters වල පේනවා clearly තියෙනවා ලස්සනට clearly then you can write. So I'll show our website these days. Don't worry about, don't look at my income, right? Income එක දිහා වැඩි බලන්න. Right, can you see the screen? Then these days last month, don't look at my income, I'll hide it. And these days there are around 700 students in last month, right? Last month මෙච්චර ළමයි ඉන්නවා. Right, I'll stop this video. Right. Right, around 700, right? All not for batch, all the batches are 26, 27, right? ඔක්කොම ත්‍රෝලගේ ගත්තව 1000 වගේ කොට. හරිද? Clear? Right. අතර physical classes වල නෑ, English speaking especially and also single medium, right? Only 10, 20, 20, 50, maximum 200, 100. In Colombo, I think 200 physical classes, right? Right, online. Then ගොඩක් ළමයි මුලදී ඉන්නේ online, right? They think okay, a subject like accounting we should attend for the physical classes කියලා හිතාගෙන ඉන්නවා. Right, after 6 months or after around normally when comes to third term of grade 12, they will join with online classes because not about, this is not about the online or physical, right? This is about the explanations, right? Explain කරන්නේ කොහොමද කියන එකත් එක්ක තමයි මේක තේරෙනවද නැද්ද කියලා තේරෙන්නේ. හරිද? මොන accounting online class එකකට හැම එකම කියලා තේරෙන්නේ නැහැ. ඒක depend on the teacher actually, right? Physical the online ද කියලා නෑ. ඒක teacher අනුව තමයි depend. Clear? Then I'm not focusing on, mainly focusing on bright students, right? And mainly I'm not going to focus on weak students. I will focus on averagely මැද කට්ටිය කියන්නේ දෙගොල්ලෝ balance එකේ තමයි යන්නේ. ගොඩක් focus කරන්න ඉන්න ඒක focus එක මැද තමයි යන්නේ. හැමෝම manage කරගෙන යනවා, right? Then sometimes I will take times to explain the theory parts. Then හොඳට වැඩ කරන ළමයින්ට ඔයාලා හොඳට ටක් ගාලා තේරෙනවනේ චුට්ටක් slow ගතියක් දැනෙයි, right? So එහෙම වුණොත් you have to watch the recording. Clear? Right? අර physical class වල වගේ වේගින් කරගෙන යන්න බෑ actually, right? Right, so I'll take the time and I will explain. I'll give you time to write down the notes, right? Then I'll ask you, so you have to inform me, right? Then I'll move into the next part. එතනම යන්නේ. එතකොට වාට චුට්ට slow එකකින් recording එක බලන්න. I'll edit the recording and upload to the website, right? මොකද යන්නේ හරිද? එතකොට decide කරන්න යන්න එපා මුලදීම, right? At least you can decide the classes for normally up to first term lessons, right? Lessons 6ක් 7ක්වත් යනකම් ඉන්න ඕනේ. හරිද? එතකොට තේරෙනවා confidence, right? Then first 4 lessons will be like O level, sorry, grade 1 2 6 we are going to learn how to write A B, right? Simple A, simple B, like that. Those are very difficult nේද? When I was පොඩි කාලේ අපිට එන අමාරු වෙන්නේ 1 2 3 and 1 plus 1 very difficult, right? මාර අමාරු වෙන්නේ like that. Accounting basics things are a little bit difficult to, sometimes it will be difficult, but I will clearly teach you. But සමහර ළමයි එක පාට නිකන් clear නැති වෙන්න ඕන. But even නැති වුණාට you can understand, right? When it comes to difficult lessons you can understand those things, right? දැන් අර පොඩි කාලේ එක වසරේදී අපිට අමාරු වෙන්නේ නේ how to write down sentence, then x plus y අපි එක වසරේදී ඒක දැක්කම අපි බය හිතනවනේ English letters වලින් ගණන් හදලා වගේ එකක්. advanced things easily we can teach. Basic තමයි ටිකක් උගන්නන්න අමාරු අපිට. right? අමාරු කියන්නේ බේසික් දෙන්න බෑ. ඒතර actually for the first term test in my school I had 40 marks for accounting paper, right? For the first term test I had 40 marks for accounting paper, right? මේ මට තිබ්බේ I had issues related to basic things. Basic එක පටන් ගත්තම ටික අමාරුයි, but later I scored 90%, right, 98% like that. අර basics ටික චුට්ටක් කාලයක් ගියම හරියනවා. තේරෙනවද? හින්දා අර සමුලදී තේරුම් නැතුණා අර you have to always inform to me and you can ask questions. Always questions එම අහහා කරන්න ඕනේ මුලදී. right? පස්සේ අමාරු වෙනකම් මම ප්‍රශ්න අහන්න දෙයක්වත් නෑ, ඔක්කොම clear වෙන්නම කියලා දෙන්න. තේරෙනවද? Right. Right, that's all for the today. So can you tell me how was the session? Did you understand the calculation parts? But I can't sure, right, හැමෝටම තේරෙනවද කියලා දන්නේ නැහැ. සමහරට තේරෙන්න පුළුවන්. මොකද තත්ත්වය නිකන් අර theory pass අර introduction, that's the accounting actually. Then if you want ළමයි, you can join with our physical classes, right? Shakthi Bambalapitiya, right? ලංකාවටම කරන ක්ලාස් මම ශක්ති බම්බලපිටිය, Maxicon, Kiribathgoda, Gampaha, SyZyGy, Kurunegala, Sensip and Kandy London Bridge. Clear the Kandy now, there are no any good classes, huh? Not join. Our good classes means not the grade 12, all the syllabus. Then පළවෙනි session එක සුපිරියට කරනවා. අපිට අතට හොඳ මසලදී අන්තිම lesson grade 13 lessons are the difficult things, right? ඒක තමයි හොඳට කරන්න. Right. So then can you understand that in all this you have learned, you did so many questions. It's not the quantity, it's the quality, quality of the explanations and questions. ගොඩාක් කර කර දඟලනට වඩා, right, understand the logic behind and you should have knowledge to apply it. කොහොම තමයි ඉන්නේ. ගණන් ගොඩාක් හදලා කියලා වැඩක් නැහැ. හරිද? තේරුමම නැහැ. හරිද? Right, and now I'm going to sleep now. Right, next week we can start the next sessions, and for other students you can, tunes will be delivered, right? If you haven't sent the addresses, please send it to our assistant. I thought week you can have the tunes, right? And also please inform to your friends if they are hope to do accounting, inform about our classes, physical and online. Hari, bye. Good night. Study well, no?